Well, hello everyone. Hello there. It's me, Dr. Nadias. It is so good to see you all. I am so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Brand new year, brand new topics. And look, I have an awesome show planned tonight. Yes, I do. You know what? I wanted to change my format a little bit. So I have decided that every month I am going to showcase an outstanding, incredible student from somewhere around the nation. This student is going to be in college or in high school, and someone who is just doing outstanding things. And I have the perfect person tonight to kick it off. Yes, I do. He is an electrical engineering major. He is a two-time HBCU Design Challenge winner. Yeah. And he is a Department of Defense scholarship recipient. Oh, yeah. Oh, he bad. He bad. He bad, bad. So I want to introduce to you and welcome to the show none other than Mr. Chris Smaill. Will you please give my boy some love? Give him some love. Yes. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Dr. Nadia, I need that intro for everything I do.
That
Whether
is
it's
too funny.
walking in the grocery store, awards, just gonna pump some gas. I need that intro everywhere. I'm glad
Well,
to be on
hey,
your show, though.
I'm so glad that you are here, Chris. I'm so proud of you. I am just so excited. So, look, we're going to jump right in.
All right.
And I would like for you to introduce to my audience. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us something about you. Tell us something that you're involved in. And while you're doing that, I'm going to be pulling up the Facebook page and make sure that everybody is able to see us. So go ahead.
All right. Hello, everyone on Dr. Nadia's channel. I'm glad to be here. My name is Kristopher Smaill. I'm a graduating senior, electrical engineering major from Jacksonville, Florida, attending Hampton University, a historically black college and university located in southeastern Virginia. Um, some of my career aspirations is, wait for it, I want to be a NASA astronaut.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I
Yes.
want to be an
Yes, you
astronaut.
will
I
be.
want to walk in space. I want to walk on the moon. Um, right now, some organizations I'm a part of, I do a lot of stuff with engineering. So National Society of Black Engineers, I'm a regional executive board member on that,
Okay.
focusing on academic excellence for our membership. I'm also a mentor for the Verizon Innovative Learning community. So something my professor that I have a great relationship with in the engineering department, he has a program where he mentors middle school boys once every Saturday throughout the school year, and we just get back and talk about tech operations and science principles and stuff, and help them engage the interest into it. And those are pretty much my two favorite organizations that I'm a part of. Right, not discrediting the other ones, but those two are where my passions and my heart lie into it.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, I see someone from Nesby has checked in. They said, we
Oh,
here. We here. They are clapping and they're here. And I would like to also let you know that my cousin, Vernal Batiste, he has been awarded, I think, Black Engineer of the Year a couple times through
oh
Nesby. So
wow!
I'm going to make sure that I connect the two of you before,
Look at
this.
God. Look at God. Because I literally just got an email today that I won a Black Engineer Award for student leadership. So
Oh
look
yes,
at God.
that is so awesome, Chris. That
Yes,
is awesome. Yeah, a matter of fact, I'm going to tag his wife because his wife is actually my cousin.
okay.
But
Definitely want
but
to
you
connect.
know, I don't do in-laws and all that stuff. We family. Okay, so I
Yeah.
just added her so
Got you.
that I just added her so that she'll jump on and she can connect you with Vern. So that is awesome. I'm so
Yes,
proud
ma'am.
of you.
Thank
I'm
you.
so proud of you. So look, let's start from the beginning. What has been your educational journey? You don't have to go all the way back to elementary school,
Whew.
middle school, but let's just start like from high school on. What has been your journey? Because I want to eventually get to how you ended up at Hampton.
Okay.
So, what's your journey? What has been your journey?
Well, um, so having a parent or two parents that are both educators, academics was pretty much just forced upon us from the time we were in the womb. So
Yes.
so by the time we get to high school, we already try to be focused and locked in because we both know, all three of us know we're going to college in some
Right.
form or aspect.
Right.
So during high school, I was in a bunch of extracurricular activities like cross country basketball, track and field. Did those all 4 years. But my academic journey, I was in the early college program at Robert E. Lee High School in Jacksonville,
Yes.
Florida.
Home of the generals.
Home under general, yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
So, if people aren't familiar with the early college program, is the first 2 years you're spending at the high school campus, but you're taking very accelerated courses. So you might take a senior level engineering, I mean not engineering, but English course in your sophomore year, and then your last 2 years of high school, you're actually on the community college's campus. So we were at Florida State College of Jacksonville, our last 2 years of high school, where we had the opportunity to earn our associate's degrees before our high school diplomas. So I was blessed with that
Yeah.
program, and that pretty much just put me on a different path when I got to the actual universities. But I didn't realize, I kind of knew I wanted to be an engineer from middle school because we had an assessment and I went to a STEM focused engineering middle school, but high school I didn't know exactly which one.
Right.
And just trying to keep up my grades for pretty much the whole time I was in high school, because that's just that competitive nature in me with my friends making good grades. So whoever got the
Yes.
highest GPA, it's just cooperation, friendly competition between all of us, and that's pretty much my
Absolutely.
academic career so far.
Okay, so how out of all the schools that you could have gone to, not only did you choose an HBCU, but you chose HU. Now I know
Yes, ma'am.
Howard calls themselves the
Here we
real
go.
HU. I know the competition. I know it. I know it all too well. Okay. That's right. HU. HU. I get it. So how did you end up at Hampton of all the
uh,
schools?
yes, ma'am. I have love for the Howard family. I have some Howard people, so
I
there's
know
no
you
beef
do.
over here.
I know.
I just got to make that clear. But how I got to Hampton, I actually have a cousin. She graduated from Hampton with chemical engineering degree,
Okay.
and just her like path of professionalism is what inspired me. And I come from a whole bloodline of HBCU graduates, so all the way from my grandma, my mom, my dad, all of them went to HBCU. So I just want to continue the tradition, almost pretty much,
Okay.
but I had to choose a HBCU that was right for me, not the one
That's
they were
right.
trying to force me to go.
And where did they want you to go? Did they want you to go stay in Florida?
Yes, ma'am. They wanted me to go to Tallahassee.
On the hill.
They want me to go to the Seven Hills. It's in my blood, but it ain't in my heart. I had to go somewhere. I had
Oh,
to go
come on
somewhere I
now.
felt comfortable enough to be myself, and I think I made a great choice in Hampton.
Awesome. You said a mouthful right there. That was just so much. That was so rich because so often, in working with young people, I know that parents will push their agenda on their students. And like you said, yeah, it's in your blood, but your heart was somewhere else. So that
Yes.
is and you followed your heart and it has paid off for you. So that is awesome. That is awesome. So you named a couple of activities that you participate in at, I was going to say Howard, at Hampton. Can you just kind of do a recap, of any of the other activities that you may be involved in? Did you do some maybe in the freshman year that you're not doing now?
Mhm. So freshman year, I was kind of scared to just venture out. I think that's just normal freshman stuff. You don't know which uh organizations to choose from or which ones actually fit your style. So I pretty much just joined Nesby just because my cousin told me to join it as soon as I got on campus, and I haven't looked back ever since. And I've just been advancing, trying to get more involved in the whole organization. But sophomore year, I picked up SGA, so Student Government Association Men's Caucus. It's a collective group of guys on campus, and we just try to help uplift each other on campus and the campus as a whole, and do community service and such. And then I also picked up student recruitment team. So how it represent, I mean, ooh.
No, you
See,
didn't.
see you,
You did
see you
not
put that on me. You put that on me. I was trying to not to say
You
it.
said.
Oh Lord, it's
Okay,
gonna be on YouTube.
I'll edit that out.
this gonna be on YouTube forever. A
Yo,
Hampton,
you said
the real
it.
HU, the real
The
HU
real HU.
representative. Okay. Oh Lord.
That is funny. Oh, I hope Nia is watching this. This is so funny. I'm gonna
Lord.
tag her. No, I hope she is watching this. But look, you said something about freshman year. In freshman year, you were concerned about, venturing out, doing too much. When you are an early college graduate, so I'm talking now to parents and to students who are accelerated, who are completing their high school diplomas and
Mhm.
their AA degrees at 17 years old, and you're stepping onto a university where you technically are a university junior.
Right.
You're technically a junior, but you have freshman knowledge, freshman
Mhm.
experience. So, can you speak to that? What was that like to be at a university and, yeah, I'm a freshman, but I have 60 plus credits?
Yeah. So my situation, I literally was by myself at Hampton. I knew no
Mhm.
one there.
True.
I that was my first time going to Virginia. So this is completely new setting, new culture, new everything from the jump. So that was a challenge I put on myself when I said I was going to Hampton, and it's worked out pretty fine. But just coming in with the AA degree, you're registered as a junior. Cool, academic wise, so you can take more classes or extra classes if you feel like you need to, or you can just get out in 2 years if you feel that's the best route for you. No part
Hmm.
on that. But socially and culture wise with the campus, you still like the other 17, 18-year-olds that's walking on the campus with you. So if you take that into respect, you can humble yourself and not feel like you're a big shot on campus, and just actually connect with other students and try to help them out, because you've already taken college credits. So you might as well lend the knowledge to them on how to actually pass those classes without trying to be like stick it to them or something. So
Hmm.
just
Awesome.
realizing you a freshman as well, but you took some more classes than the average freshman coming in is a blessing, but also a gift for the other students to take
Hmm.
advantage of.
So I hear you saying that it's both a blessing and a responsibility.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, very good, very good, very good. So, how has it been funding school? Because you are at HU, and it's a private institution,
Phew.
and it's expensive. Going to school is expensive, and it's so funny because I know that in working with public school, high school students, a lot of them are like, "What do you mean you got to pay for classes?" Or here's the really funny one was, what do you mean I have to buy books? The books just come with the class. No, you have to purchase books, which, COVID has changed some things, and we'll get to that later. But what have you done to help offset some of the costs to afford your degree?
Dr. Nadia, I was spoiled at early college. Not having to look at the price tags. Oh
True.
my gosh. When I first got that check for the freshman semester, my heart was in my hand. I was like, how is this going to get paid? Now, I took out loans for my first 2 years. So
Mhm.
I didn't do what I was supposed to do my last 2 years of high school, was just fill out scholarships and look for them and actually complete the applications in time and get recommendations, whatever you needed. So
Mhm.
that's on the back end. So in hindsight, I should have did that, but since I didn't, I got to take the consequences. So now my first 2 years, I had to take out loans and I had to actually get loans from my grandma to help pay for school, because that cost way more than I expected. Going to
Right.
Hampton, I should have. Yeah, hindsight, it worked out, but I was kind of blind to it freshman year. But
Right.
needless to say, I was blessed with the SMART scholarship, the DoD sponsored scholarship, where they paid for my last 2 years of college, and they also give me
Awesome.
stipends on top of that, so I don't have to worry about money. Um,
Stop. Hold it. Did you say they
yes,
pay for your scholar? They pay for your tuition, room and board, I assume, and they turn around and give you a check?
no room and board, but they give you a
Uh-huh.
check and they give you like health insurance and stuff like that. So
What?
it kind of allowances, so it works out in the end. To be honest.
That is awesome. I'm so proud of you, Chris.
Thank you.
I'm
And
so
using that
proud.
money from the stipends, I actually paid off my student loans. Now I'm gonna have to pay off my grandma, so I'm gonna be debt free graduating college.
Look at
But,
God. That is awesome.
but yeah, yeah. to
That
God be
is
the glory.
awesome. That is awesome. So you talked a lot about all the wonderful things you're doing to stay focused and keep your grades up and all of this. But what do you do for fun? What do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun?
Yeah, because I know
Study.
you. Oh, that's a good. Your mother must be watching.
No, I hope she might
Grandma's
be.
watching,
She
right?
she might be watching on YouTube, but
Grandma
on Facebook.
watching.
What I do for fun? I mean, I hang out with friends.
Mhm.
I like to joke a lot. I play sports. So me and my friends, we either go to the court, shoot a little basketball, go to the weights, do a little exercise. We just laugh. Like my laugh is just my laughing is just my stress reliever. To be honest, making jokes, cracking jokes, just laughing. That's a big one I have fun with.
Mhm.
And since in quarantine, it's pretty much been the podcast, my podcast, Applicable Science Podcast, just doing that, that's pretty much been a reliever from that as well.
So you have a podcast?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about that.
So, Applicable Science Podcast on YouTube and every podcast streaming app there is.
Mm-hmm.
On Applicable Science, we use science and STEM principles and apply that to real life as catalysts for life conversations. So, an example is reproductive isolation, which is a molecular science, bio inspired STEM concept, and we related that to how everyone's not meant for each other in relationships, meaning you need to cut off because there's a barrier in place, whether it be physical, mental, or just social. Y'all not meant to be together, and we just do that on most occasions as well.
Well, that sounds very interesting. That
Yes,
sounds.
ma'am.
He says sometimes it's just in the cards. You're not meant to be together. That's
Yeah.
good. That's. I think more people may want to sign up for that. I hope that. That is very, very interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. Well, so what's been your greatest challenge?
Money.
Money. Okay. Yeah, especially
The
those
first,
first 2 years. Yeah.
the first 2 years, I literally have gray hair in the top of my head. I don't know if you can see it or not,
No,
but I
I
literally
can't.
got gray hair because I was stressed out in the first 2 years. I had to pick up all kinds of stuff
Hmm.
just to pay for school, like two research positions, borrowing money, thinking about having to go get a job. And I didn't have a car at the time, so I don't know how that was going to happen. Just trying to
Hmm.
think of ways to just get money to pay for school. Uh,
Hmm.
that's been my greatest challenge for school wise. And then engineering is hard enough. I already knew that coming in.
Right.
So thinking it was gonna be a cakewalk, I didn't think of that at all. So I came in with the aggression to just tackle it with all the challenges engineering come with.
Hmm.
So engineering is a challenge every day, all day. Equations, concepts that you don't even know yet, and you probably don't know after you take the test. So it's just a balance. It's a fight every day with engineering, but the finances is probably the biggest challenge I had to face.
Okay. Very good. And how has it been with COVID? What has been your experience with COVID?
I don't advise this to anyone unless it works for you. Then go ahead, you can do it. But I can't do engineering online. This will be the last
Mm.
semester I do any type of STEM related major, degree, course, whatever it may be online because engineering online is atrocious. It's
Wow.
it's hard to grasp, and then especially the professor is doing writing symbols and equations on the little screens, whether it be Zoom or another platform like that. It's just hard to catch up if they don't have the right equipment, and you can't really ask them questions on the spot like that, like you would
Right.
in face to face. So that's just a disconnect. And then being a senior, I have to create a project from scratch and build it remotely. So that's a challenge as well that me and my team we're trying to figure out as we go right now. We have a plan set in place, but as anything where life goes, plans don't always stick the same. So trying to do technical stuff as well that is not plan A, it's probably plan Z or something. So
Wow.
trying to navigate that is going to be a task at hand, but that's what I signed up for. So
Wow, Chris, that is so much. So your teammates, are they from all over the nation? Are you guys able to like get to meet in Atlanta or something like that to do, kind of a halfway point or something? Are you able to do anything like that?
So I have three teammates. They're all athletes.
Oh,
One
my.
is in Atlanta. Yeah, one is in Atlanta. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
one is actually near campus. So she's the one that's
Mm-hmm.
actually building the stuff for us, and we're just gonna help her
Right.
along the way. And I have
Right.
another one that lives in Northern Virginia. So him and
Okay.
her are probably gonna be together the most. And if need
Right.
be, I can go up there and help them as well. But
Right,
that's
right.
the
Yeah, I
approach.
think you'll probably be making a trip. You will,
Yeah, I
to
probably
get
will.
it done. Yeah. Wow. That's deep. That again, that is a lot. And I've always been concerned. Well, ever since we moved to online platforms, I have been deeply concerned about our STEM majors and then our healthcare
Mhm.
majors.
Yes,
Our
ma'am.
allied health programs. Our nursing students, and it's just
Yes,
we
ma'am.
just need COVID to go away. It just needs to go away, seriously. So that project, now once you complete that project, then you will be finished, you will be free to move about the country, you'll have your degree. What is that, what happens next?
So after I finish that project, I'm still taking classes. I got to be registered as a full-time student. So taking 12 credits, just 4 classes, pretty much just an easier workload to deal with the
Hmm.
project. But the project is the main one to just show the profession, show the department that we actually took something from our 4 years here. So technically, yes. Once we finish it, we graduated, but hopefully you still get the grades for the other
Hmm.
classes. Otherwise, you might be short some credit hours for your total degree. So stay focused.
Stay focused. Stay focused. Very good. So I was going to ask you about your parents' role. And you already, hit that, talking about how, when you are the kid of an educator, you just kind of stuck. You're kind of stuck. Your path has been laid for you to some degree. They may give you a little longitude, but it's been laid for you.
Yes.
So, but outside of that, how is the support? The emotional or the mental support that you receive from family or friends. How important is that in your
Uh,
journey?
in my journey, it's been a blessing.
Hmm.
I have been nurtured just to do whatever interest came to mind for me. So whether it was once at a time, it was physical therapy. They were like, okay, you want to do something with sports? That's cool.
I
Uh,
remember that when you were in high school, you were seeking physical therapy. I
yeah.
remember that because I remember we sat up and looked at different programs. I remember that now. Now that you bring it up, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yes, ma'am. And then it switched over to engineering some time ago.
Uh-huh.
And then they've just been supporting me ever since with whatever engineering path I wanted to go to, put me in different programs or looking at for different programs they want to put me in to help. Um, Friends wise, I mean, my mom always tells me to stick around people that have good intentions and good people. So I've always surround myself with good friends that always make good grades and good decisions. So that's never been a problem. Just we uplifting each other every time we do something extravagant or doing something that we achieved in. We're always uplifting each other. So it's also
Awesome.
positive energies.
Good. That is awesome. Yeah, it's so important that you keep people around you that will not only hold you accountable, but that you can celebrate each other's success,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
that is just vital, vital importance. All right. Last question, because can you believe we've been here almost 30 minutes already?
I can do this all day.
So, last question. What advice do you have for high school or college students who are exploring academic options during the midst of the pandemic?
Advice: stay focused.
Hmm.
That's for
Stay
sure.
focused. Okay, I'm gonna add that. Stay focused. Okay.
Keep the faith, whatever you believe in. So for me, I believe in God and keep my faith in Him. And then also just doing extra stuff. If you don't feel like you're getting the right, I don't want to say right education or right learning material, like you can't really connect with the professor or whatnot, go to outside resources. There's multiple of websites and such that actually cater to what you want to learn. So we have edX, Udemy, uh, Udacity. You could do if you want to do very STEM heavy stuff. Uh, Harvard has free online courses, MIT. There's a whole plethora. The internet is at your disposal. Um, and you just have the opportunity to learn anything that you want if the professor or the teacher is not teaching it to you. Um, so I would just try to
Awesome.
take the opportunity. Don't look at the pandemic as a negative, but think of it as an opportunity to do some other stuff that you otherwise wouldn't learn.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Chris, I appreciate you. I thank you so much for coming. So I'm going to give you this one last opportunity because I know you're on the recruiting team at Hampton University. So go ahead, give it your shot. Talk to a high school senior who is looking for a university to, looking for a new opportunity to accelerate and to advance and move forward in their academic journeys.
So, all right, this is my big spill.
Okay, go for it. I'm ready.
If you don't want a producer being all in the video, let me stop. So Hampton University.
I got what you were saying.
Yes, Hampton University. I mean, standard of excellence. That's our motto. That's what we live up to. That's what all the students strive to be. And one day, what they will accomplish it. Everything that has an impact on the culture, especially African American culture, there's a Hamptonian behind it all. Whether they're highlighted from Black Panther, the costume director for her, I forgot her name. Sorry for her. Well, happy for her exactly. And whoever else is a Hamptonian, we have an NBC. The president, she just came from the journalism school. She's now the president of NBC. We have Hamptonians making moves all across the nation in different avenues that weren't available to us. So if you want to be a trailblazer, if you want to be an influencer, if you want to make a change in your community, come to Hampton.
Awesome. I love it, Chris. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you.
Thank you for
so
having me.
much for being on the show. And I love you. And of course, I will
Love
be
you
in
too.
touch with you.
Ma'am.
All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Take care.